What the f***?
What is up, guys? New week, new game, and this week I've been playing Stranded Deep, released for the PS4 on the 21st of April 2020. Now, like most survival games, you start on a plane, but unfortunately something hits it. It's the forest all over again! And you end up crashing in the deep blue sea. You find a raft, screen fades to black, and the game begins. Paradise, baby! Yeah, boy! Look at this beautiful island. My god. Your job is to survive. So you go about your day, setting up camp, building some tools, sorting a fire, harvesting resources, and if the point of this game was to escape, to be frank, I didn't want to. Feasting on crab tonight, baby! When you're done with mucking around and figuring things out on your first island, curiosity gets the better of you. So you decide to take your bad boy little dinghy out and explore the neighbouring islands. Island number 2, look at you! Pretty! Despite the stunning natural beauty and living in paradise, you're quickly reminded that this is in fact a survival game, and survival comes with a price. Overconsume a coconut and you'll poo yourself. Step on a purple starfish and you'll be poisoned. Dickhead! Even crabs fight back. None of these things are fun. But the worst thing of all is finding yourself in open water when the music suddenly changes, because that's when you know a shark is about to strike. Oh dear, the music's changed again. That means a shark's about. Oh shit, there he is. Tiger shark as well. I'm dead. I guaranteed, yeah, he's bit me. Yeah, guaranteed death. Let's see if I can face him. Take that, you bastard. Take that. I'm a goner. I'm dead. The gamer inside you rears his competitive head. This isn't a holiday anymore. It's a survival game, and you're playing to win. So you knuckle down on crafting. You've learnt the basics. You've learnt how to survive. But now, it's time for war. The cartographer's map you've seen on the main menu suddenly becomes important. The skulls indicate a new danger, a new foe, a new boss. You theorise that fighting these creatures must be your one-way ticket out of the Pacific. So you build a raft, because that piece of shit lifeboat is about as useful as a chocolate fireguard. And when your inventory swells with spears and arrows, when you've scavenged all you can from sunken vessels, and you now see sharks as food rather than a threat, you are ready.
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
As I approached Big Meg, I knew two things. One, this wasn't going to be a regular shark. And two, sharks are melts. Okay, so let's get real. I enjoyed the game a lot up until the boss fights. But it's here I was let down the most. Big Meg wasn't that bad, but there was no real challenge. You stick him once with a crude spear, and then spend the rest of your time on your raft where he physically is incapable of attacking you, and it's pretty much a waiting game. He won't attack you unless you're on top of the overturned boat or whale or underneath the water. The easiest way to kill him, in fact, is to just jam your raft in between the rotting whale and the boat and literally wait him out. If you don't do that and your raft drifts beyond the boss's border, it will restart the boss, which is a royal pain in the arse. The eel, not too much better. You find a sunken vessel, make sure you drag your raft on top so the waves don't drift it anyway, then swim down to his eel hole and start the fight. If you take some O2 canisters, there's a part of the ship you can sit in where he won't attack, so it's just another waiting game. Do these two things and you'll have the first 2 bits of the endgame item. Great Luca, the third and final boss. I thought this would be easy, like that last 2, but my god was I wrong. I went strapped, 4 refined spears, a stack of bandages, a whole lot of food, and 72 spear gun arrows. But the air was different this time. I could taste Octopussy as I sailed towards the boy. But he didn't render in the first time, so I had to reload. I'm not going to lie, that's when the pain began and the game went from amazing to average. So I started again, reloaded, and set sail for the second time. And there he was, clutching to the chain like a sack of spoiled potatoes, giving me these sexy eyes, ready to take my mighty spear. Our battle raged on night and day. Luca had but one goal, to kill me. I had but many. Kill Luca, watch out for storms, stop the boat drifting away, and avoid his ridiculous blows. And of course blue screens, the game blue screened for me 20 odd times. But I am nothing if not persistent, and as my battle with the mighty squid raged on. Again, are you actually serious? This game is beyond a joke. This time I'll get in my thoughts as I struck the boy with my mighty raft. No chance I could float away this time. Not on my watch. Luca, Luska, whatever you... And then the boat disappeared. It vanished. It was there physically, I couldn't move, but it had gone visibly. I mean, duck your head on the water, he's still there, but the raft, nowhere to be seen. At the end of my tether, I faced the son of a bitch once more, and planted the final arrow in his eye. And at long last, long last, I had acquired the trophy and the final endgame item. I was free to finish the game. From then on, it was relatively simple. I needed the 3 parts I had acquired from the bosses, a load of food and water and fuel, in order to power an old plane I had found in an aircraft carrier earlier. So I spent my last few days growing potatoes for the fuel and stocking up on the essentials, fishing, and just enjoying the sunrise and beach vibes. I'd found the parts to build a gyrocopter a while ago, so I set about building that and taking in the scenery, trying to forget about the stroke I had had from the 20 odd blue screens. I thought Stranded Deep was good for the most part. The story is fairly standard for a survival game, but I wasn't too fussed about that. The raft was a bitch to manoeuvre and get out of rocky areas, and I wish this had been available for online multiplayer. The pigs glitched all over the place, and you were always losing items because of your inventory. But what made it enjoyable for me was the amount of effort they'd put into the coral reefs. You really felt like you were somewhere else. Halfway through the game I was thinking this is easily an 8 or 9 out of 10. But the bugs were so brazen, it just destroyed it for me. A lot of the craftable items too don't have any benefit. You don't need to build a house, and if you do, the building's really off. That's not to say this isn't worth playing in the future. The developers are updating it, so hopefully a lot of the bugs will be patched. But until then, it's a 6 out of 10 for me. So weary from the amount of blue screens and with pockets full of shark meat, on day 100, I left for the aircraft carrier. I filled it with food, water and fuel, replaced the missing parts, and went on my merry way.